Kanye just released a new album with Ty Dolla $ign, and we gonna talk about it. Kanye has dropped a lot of great albums, but his last recent ones were The same goes for this one too, honestly. I don't think this album had that many songs that stood out to me. I really tried giving this album a chance, but bruh, I just can't. This shit is truly the most amount of mid I've heard from Kanye. I'll take that back. The most amount of mid I've heard was Jesus is King, and then probably Donda. Like, when I say it makes me sick that I could only find 3 to 4 listenable songs, I mean 3 to 4 songs, which are Vultures, Fuck Some, Carnival, and Maybe Do It, because I'm not even sure I like that song that much. I blame Ty Dolla $ign. He shouldn't have been the rapper to get a Kanye collab, especially when I can't name 3 songs by this guy. Kanye could have collabed with anyone, and he chose this random nigga. Like, you could tell he was doing charity for some of these rappers on here, most notably Rich the Kid, because why is he on the album? I don't care if it's on one of the best songs on this project. You can't tell me for one of the songs the only rapper whose energy could fit on it was Rich the Kid. I didn't know people even still thought about him, much less Kanye. The overall amount of mediocrity on this album makes me sick to my stomach. And the worst part about it all is that there's merch for this album. It is possibly the most affordable Yeezy drop and the most deplorable, because this shit is so ass, like he couldn't even make it somewhat fly. For $20, you could have a normal black shirt with a number on the back. I don't even think I'd let my dog wear this if I had one. I think people said I miss the old Kanye was pretty corny, but when I say I miss the old Kanye, the one that didn't drop Vultures, I'm genuinely worried because this could negatively affect his legacy. I think we need to have a talk about Kanye's mental state. I'm actually concerned for him. I really do think Kanye has to be mentally unstable, because how are you regressing in quality with every release? They say the most creative people oftentimes do not have severe mental issues, which I don't understand how that's possible. Are you telling me this nigga has such a good imagination that it makes him mentally ill? So we can't count on Kanye to make good albums unless he's on his way to being sent to Arkham Asylum. If this is him with a healthy state of mind, I don't like it. Someone needs to pass Kanye a bottle of Patron or Don Julio, because I just can't stand this amount of mid-releases. This album is called Vultures 1, and I hope the 1 is for one-off, because he does not need to release some shit like this ever. I feel like a lot of people could agree with me when I say he needs to go back to the drawing board. I don't need this in my life right now. I got a lot going on, so if there could be less mid in the music industry, especially by phenomenal artists, that would be greatly appreciated. This album has a small amount of highlights. Kanye had this one bar where he said, "This ain't Jimmy Butler, but this heat got extensions." I thought that was fire. I ain't gonna lie. Carnival was also fire. I think it's funny Playboy Cardi, who is 27 years old, hopping on a beat and saying, "I'm going barnacles." Like, you're not putting this song on unironically. This song is definitely something I would only listen to just so I could hear him say that again. I would say this album is pretty cohesive. It's just not anything remarkable, so I'd rate it a 6 out of 10, but that rating is subjective. This was definitely an album that dropped this year. That's all I'm gonna say. And with that being said, make sure you give this video a like. I'm gonna be dropping more videos for y'all, so stay tuned, and we only gonna keep going up from here. And lastly, subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a ton. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Did you like Vultures? Do you think Kanye should make Vultures 2? And I'll catch y'all in the next one.